If your Excel file keeps asking to update links, but the source file moved, you're dealing with a broken path problem. The tricky part is that Excel can store that old location in more than one place. So you fix one link, and the workbook still tries to reach the old folder. The goal is simple. Find every place Excel remembers the old path, then replace it safely. That means checking workbook links, formulas, named ranges, and sometimes even hidden areas like charts or data validation. You also want to avoid a common mistake, replacing text in the wrong scope and breaking real file names. In the next few minutes, you'll get a clean, repeatable process. You'll know what to check first, what to check last, and how to confirm you're done. Once you learn this workflow, link repairs stop being a guessing game. Next step. Start by understanding what kind of link you're fixing, because Excel treats them differently. The most common is an external workbook link, like a formula that points to another file. Another type is a connection link, used by Power Query or older data connections. Then there are object links, like charts or pivot tables that reference external ranges. And finally, there are links created by names, named ranges or named formulas that quietly point outside the workbook. Each type can trigger the same update links message, even if your visible formulas look clean. That's why the fix is not just one button. It's a checklist. When you identify the link type, you also choose the right tool: edit links, find and replace, name manager, or connection settings. If you skip this step, you can waste time replacing text that isn't even used. So first, classify the link. Then you can remove it or repoint it with confidence. Next step. Before you change anything, make the repair safe and reversible. Save a copy of the workbook with a clear name, like _linkfix. Then decide what the correct new location is and write it down exactly. Paths are picky. One missing folder or a different drive letter can keep the problem alive. Also confirm whether the source file name changed, not just the folder. If you're in a shared environment, check whether some users map drives differently. A path that starts with a drive letter might work for you and fail for someone else. In those cases, a UNC path, like a server share, is often more stable. Finally, decide your end state. Do you want links updated to the new file, or do you want to break links and keep values? Both are valid, but they are very different outcomes. This quick prep prevents accidental data loss and makes the next steps much faster. Next step. Your first stop is the built-in Workbook Link Manager, because it catches many external workbook references in one place. In Excel, this is the Edit Links feature. If it shows the old source, you can change the source to the new file location. If the file exists, Excel will rewrite many dependent formulas automatically. If it doesn't exist, you'll often see status messages that help you confirm the link is truly broken. Use open source when possible, because it forces Excel to validate the path. Then use change source and point to the correct file. If your goal is to freeze results, break link converts linked formulas to values, but only for those external workbook links it manages. Be cautious. Breaking is not reversible unless you undo immediately or restore from your backup copy. After you update here, close and reopen the workbook once. That simple test reveals whether other hidden links still remain. Next step. If the old path still appears, the next step is targeted find and replace, but done the right way. The key is scope. You want to search within formulas, not values, and usually across the entire workbook. Replace only the stable part of the path, like the folder segment, not the full file name unless you're sure it changed. Also watch for bracketed workbook names, like budget.xlsx, because Excel stores external references in a specific format. A safe approach is to first do a find only. Scroll through a few results mentally and confirm they are true external links. Then run replace in small batches, or replace one occurrence and recheck. This avoids corrupting text that just happens to match the path. After replacement, calculate the workbook once to force Excel to resolve references. If you still get prompts, that's a sign the link is stored somewhere other than normal worksheet formulas. Next step. A huge source of ghost links is named ranges and named formulas. These can point to external workbooks, even when no cell formula does. Open Name Manager and sort or scan names for anything that contains a bracket, a drive letter, or a share path. Pay special attention to names created by old templates, add-ins, or copied worksheets. When you find an external reference, you have three options. Edit it to the new path, redirect it to a local range, or delete the name if it's unused. If you're unsure whether a name is used, be cautious. Deleting a used name can break formulas with #name?. A safer move is to edit the reference first, then test key sheets. Also remember that names can be workbook level or worksheet level. So check the full list, not just what you see on one tab. Cleaning names often eliminates link prompts that survive every other fix. Next step. Charts can keep external references even after you fix worksheet formulas. This happens when a chart series points to a range in another workbook, or when the chart was copied from a linked file. The annoying part is that these links might not show up in edit links consistently. A practical method is to search for the old workbook name across formulas, then specifically inspect chart series formulas where matches appear. Also check chart titles and data labels if they were linked to cells that referenced external sources. If you find a chart that's fully linked to another file and you don't need that live connection, consider converting it to static values by repointing the series to local ranges. For dashboards, this is a common culprit. After adjusting charts, save, close, and reopen again. If the prompt disappears only after chart cleanup, you've confirmed the source. This step feels tedious, but it's often the final piece. Next step. Pivot tables and pivot charts can also point to old file locations, especially if they were built from external ranges or from a workbook that moved. If the pivot source is an external workbook range, Excel may keep that path even when you refresh. Start by checking the pivot's data source. If it's workbook connection, then the real link is in the connection settings, not the pivot itself. If it's a range, confirm whether that range includes an external reference. Also watch for pivots created from the data model, because the model may rely on queries and connections behind the scenes. The fix is usually to repoint the connection or rebuild the pivot cache from a local table. Rebuilding sounds heavy, but it can be faster than hunting a stubborn cache. After updating, refresh the pivot and save, then reopen to test. If the prompt only appears on open, it's often a cache source path that needs this pivot-focused cleanup. Next step. Now let's talk about data connections, including Power Query and legacy connections. These don't behave like normal cell formulas. They store file paths inside connection properties, query steps, and sometimes inside parameters. If your workbook imports a CSV, another Excel file, or a folder of files, the old path can live there. The repair is to edit the connection or query so it points to the new location. If you use a folder import, confirm the folder path and any filters based on file name. If you use a single file import, confirm both the folder and the exact file. A strong long-term approach is to use a parameter cell or named parameter for the base path, then reference that in the query. That way the next move is one edit, not 10. After updating, refresh all connections and watch for errors. Connection errors are useful here because they tell you exactly which component still points to the old location. Next step. Another quiet place links hide is data validation. A validation list can reference a range in another workbook. That can trigger link prompts even if no one notices the drop-down source. Check key input sheets where drop-downs exist. If the source points externally, decide whether you want to bring that list into the current workbook. Often the best fix is to copy the list into a local table, then point validation to that table. This improves reliability and reduces dependency on other files. Also check conditional formatting rules, because formulas there can reference external workbooks too. These rules are easy to forget because they don't show up in normal formula searches. A good workflow is to search for the old workbook name, then inspect any sheets with formatting-heavy logic. Once you update validation and formatting, save and reopen. If the workbook finally opens without asking to update links, you've removed one of the most common hidden triggers. Next step. Sometimes the old location isn't in a formula at all. It can be in an embedded object, an OLE link, or an inserted file that's linked instead of embedded. These show up when someone inserts an object and chooses Link to File, or when content is pasted as a linked object. The fix depends on whether you need the live link. If you don't, convert it to an embedded object, or paste as a picture or values. If you do need it, update the link target to the new path. These objects can be tricky because they may not appear in the normal link manager. A practical clue is that the workbook prompts for updates even after you clean formulas, names, queries, and pivots. At that point, suspect objects. Do a careful inventory of embedded items across important sheets. Once updated, test by reopening. If the prompt disappears, you've found the last hidden dependency. Next step. After you've made changes, you need a reliable way to confirm you're actually done. First, save the workbook. Close it completely and reopen it. If Excel asks to update links, you still have at least one unresolved reference. Next, use a controlled test. Temporarily make the source file unavailable. Then open the workbook. If it still opens without prompts, you've likely removed external dependencies. If it errors, the error message can hint at the remaining link type. Also check whether the workbook has any hidden sheets. Links can live there too, especially in old models. Finally, document what you changed, which sources were updated, and where the new CAF lives. That documentation saves you the next time the folder structure changes. The point is not perfection. It's confidence. When you can reopen without prompts and refresh without errors, you fix the link sources correctly. Next step. To prevent this problem from coming back, aim for fewer hard-coded paths. When possible, keep related workbooks in a stable folder structure, and avoid deep nesting that changes often. If you must link across files, consider using a shared root folder and consistent naming. For Power Query, use a base path parameter so one edit updates everything. For drop-down lists and small reference tables, it's usually better to store them locally rather than linking to another workbook. And if you share the file with others, prefer UNC paths over mapped drives because drive letters vary by user. One more habit helps a lot. Periodically run a link audit before distributing a workbook. That means checking edit links, name manager, and connections as a quick routine. If you do that, link prompts become rare, and when they happen, you'll know exactly where to look. If you want, share your situation in the comments. Do you prefer updating links or breaking them and keeping values? Next step. Let's wrap this into a simple order you can reuse. Start with edit links because it's the fastest win for classic external workbook formulas. Then do find and replace in formulas, but only after previewing matches. Next, clean name manager because names are a top source of ghost links. After that, check pivots and connections since caches and queries store paths separately. Then review charts, data validation, and conditional formatting for hidden external references. Finally, if prompts still appear, inspect embedded objects and OLE links. That sequence saves time because you move from most common to most hidden. Keep your backup copy until you've reopened the workbook cleanly a few times. If this workflow helped, make sure to subscribe for more Excel troubleshooting playbooks. And for a quick check-in, comment with your choice. Do you usually fix links by changing the source or by breaking links and keeping values? I'm always testing new ways to work smarter. Subscribe to see what workflow I'm breaking down next.